Hello, YouTube. This is Bash, bringing you week 2 of the Remnants against Glaceon and the Philadelphia 76ers. This is the team builder episode, and his team is quite interesting, but actually can be very scary. So I have a couple mons that um that are kind of like iffy in this match. So I really had to really throw some things around to try to figure out. Um, so his team starts off with Blast Falon, which is the new Mon from Ultra Sun and Moon. It's a Z user. Blastfon's really scary. It can really hit super hard, and with its new move, Mind Blown, although it does 50% to himself, it's a 150 power base, 150 base power move, and it's stab, and it could get him a beast boost, and that could be extremely scary. So, plus, Blastfalon has a 151 special attack. That's just insane. It's really scary. Fire Ghost Stab. That's basically a special Marowak, Alolan Marowak. So it's very scary for this match. And with Z moves, it could be run like Z Sunny Day, which could be really scary. And although it's very frail, it hits super hard. It could be a Flame Charge set where it sets up in speed. And it does have a decent speed stat, and it could be Scarf too in specs. It has a speed stat of 107, so that's very good too for him. It's just a really hard Pokemon to deal with. Um, his next pick, his next mon, Togekiss, the flinch god. Very annoying to deal with. Uh, Serene Grace, Air Slash, um, can run Thunder Wave to slow you down, and then get the Para Flinch, which is very annoying to deal with. Uh, gets Aura Sphere, gets Flamethrower, Fire Blast for those Steel types. Um, gets Nasty Plot, it gets set up too as well, which could be really scary. It gets priority and extreme speed. It gets Wish, it gets Roost, gets Tailwind, soft. It even gets Soft Bile too. Um, yeah, it gets a lot of good, reliable recovery. And it gets a lot of annoying moves, and it can be a setup user, and it has Magic Coat as well to bounce back certain objects. Although he might not run that because he already has a Mega Sableye to do that. Um, it could also be an Encore with subs. If something decides to sub up and try to set up on it. Um, Also, the next mon is Vaporeon. Vaporeon is super annoying. Vaporeon has Water Absorb, which can be very annoying to deal with. Um, Base 130 HP with the Wish potential. That's so annoying to deal with. It's so frustrating, especially with the core he has. Um, Vaporeon has a pretty good special attack. Its defense isn't that good, but its special defense is like 95. Its regular physical defense is like base 60. It usually just Wish passes, usually running Wish Protect, Scald, and some other move. Heal Bell, Ice Beam, Toxic. Um, I'm expecting Toxic this match, based off of my team setting, but or Toxic or Ice Beam. I don't know if he'll bring Heal Bell this match, but we'll see. Um, his next mon, Serena. Um, Sun and Moon mon. It could be. It's pretty good. It gets reliable recovery and synthesis. It gets rapid spin. It gets Trop Kick. Now it gets Power Whip as well. Trop Kick basically lowers the opponent's attack when the Trop Kick hits, which is very annoying to deal with. Base 120 attack, um, and has pretty good defenses and 98 defense and a 98 special defense. Can be a good assault vest user. Gets It also gets the ability where it basically stops priority moves with Queenly Majesty, which could be kind of annoying. Uh, Ditto, one of the most annoying Pokemon to prep for in Draft League because you not only have to prep for your opponent's team, but also your own team because Ditto transforms and can take your monster, set up sweepers, everything. It could be very frustrating to prep against and to play against. Um, yeah, basically usually Scarf. I don't really see. many people using anything other than Scarf Ditto. Next mon is Shuckle. Shuckle is like also a very annoying mon to deal with. Gets Stealth Rock, Sticky Web, Encore, insane defenses. I believe with a 230 defense and 230 special defense, it's absolutely insane. Although its HP is only 20, it's such annoying to deal with. It could be the contrary set, which is the most which is very annoying, which is basically shell smash, contrary with toxic and infestation and like rest or like rest sleep talk instead of infestation. Very annoying to deal with. Um, I have ways to deal with that if it comes down to that, but um, it also gets sturdy and gluttony. Usually, its main way of it's usually just a hazard setter and just an annoying mon to just try to break through. Um, Next mon, Reuniclus. Reuniclus is such annoying. Is also a really difficult mon to break through. Um, it has pretty good abilities. With Overcoat, Magic Guard, and Regenerator. Um, Overcoat allows it not to get hit by like sleep powder and stuff like that. Magic Guard can't allows it so like toxic and burn doesn't damage it. Regenerator basically every time it switches out it gains more HP again. Um, and it has a really good special attack and 125 special attack and 8 good HP stat and 110. It's reliable recovery and recover. Could be a really good setup sleeper and calm mind. Could be a really good trick room user. With its base 30 defense, special speed I meant, and it's really hard to break through. Um, Gets coverage moves, like uh, it gets Endeavor as well. It gets Flash Cannon, Focus Blast, Shadow Ball. It gets Trick as well. If I don't know why you'd be running Trick on that, maybe, but that's a thing. Haxorus. Haxorus is one of the most scariest mons in the game. It's a very underrated dragon type. It really does two or three things though. It's either a setup sweeper or it's a scarfer usually, or choice band. So that's really about it. Base 147 attack, insane, and it has a base 97 speed. So once it gets a +1 in the speed, it pretty much outspeeds a decent amount of mons unless they're scarfed. Um, it gets mold breaker, and like unnerve, so berries don't affect it. Um, Mold breaker allows it to hit like mons like Rotom with earthquake. Um, Usually it runs like D Dance, Dragon Claw / Outrage or something like that. Earthquake and Poison Jab. Probably what he'll probably bring against me, but I do have a really good check in like my Skarmory. Um, Alolan Deck Trio, probably a meme pick. I'm not really entirely sure about this thing. Alolan Deck Trio gets Tangling Hair, which could be annoying for like speed things, but it it's extremely frail with 60 defense, 70 special defense, 35 HP, and it only has a base attack of 100 and speed 110. It's not really the it's a Z user, so I'm not entirely sure what he plans to do. Maybe Z Sandstorm or just some coverage move. It also, well, actually, it gets Z Memento, which could be really annoying to deal with. It gets Pursuit. It gets Stealth. It gets Rocks. So, although he might not, it if he brings Shuckle, I don't see Rocks be on this thing. Um, it's really just there for like some more speed to get some higher speed tiers, and then of course this mon Electrode. Uh, It's like one of the I believe it's the fastest mon in the draft league format with a base I believe 150 speed. And although its special attack isn't that good with a base 80, with 150 base speed, it can run modest Electrode because it outspeeds almost pretty much it's about outspeeds every mon, and not many mods are in that kind of speed tier. So it's a pretty good. It has abilities of Sourproof, Aftermath, and like Static, which could be very annoying to deal with. This thing could be like Foul Play, Discharge, Explosion, Magic Coat, Signal Beam. Um, I'm really expecting maybe Z Signal Beam to deal with my Hoopa Unbound, because that's a huge threat to every team, to be honest. And his last mon, just to make this team even more annoying to deal with all these mons like Shuckle and Togekiss and Vaporeon and Reuniclus and Ditto. You have Mega Sableye, which is such a pain to deal with because you can't really. It's really difficult to set up hazards. It's a spin blocker. It gets you can't. It's hard to toxic things like Vaporeon. It's difficult to will-o-wisp things like the Haxorus with Mega Sableye around because if he just pops in, he bounces the toxic back at you. Um, gets priority in Sucker Punch and Shadow Sneak. Gets foul play, knock off, gets a reliable recovery and recover and Moonlight. It could be run physically or especially defensive or physically especially offensive. And although it's literally has no speed, I believe it's base 20 speed. Its defenses are pretty insane, pretty decent to make up for it. It has a base 125 defense and base 115 special defense, and has base 85's attacks and special attack, and has base 8 HP of 50, which could be very annoying to deal with. Um, it's and you can't really taunt this thing as well because it just bounces back the taunt. So it might be really difficult to break through his core. So um it's really difficult to break through his core because usually the way to break through his core is through set up sweepers, but you have Ditto there. So this is the team I'm gonna go with. So it was hard to make the decision about this. So I decided to bring Megalopony this week. Outspeeds everything except for Electrode. I didn't think there was any need to try to outspeed Electro. It's gonna outspeed me no matter what. It's basically Adamant 252 attack, 76 defense, 180 speed. Adamant fake out return, high jump kick, ice punch. Pretty much hits his team extremely hard. Um, I believe the only mon that could really switch into this mon, maybe in take two, is depending on their sets, Shuckle, Reuniclus, or Vaporeon. Um, Fake Out is really good for a priority with mons that could set up with like Haxorus, and like Blastphaline, and mons like and just to get the outspeed on like Electrode and stuff like that. Return, just good stab, hitting everything hard. I might actually decide to change it to Frustration just because I see the Ditto now. Now that I think about it, because usually Ditto will probably be max happiness, because we're playing on Showdown, so it automatically goes to that. So if I run Frustration, it and run no happiness, Ditto won't get any happiness. So Frustration won't do anything against my team. I have high jump kick to destroy things, except for like Ryu, and the only thing doesn't takes high jump kicks well as Reuniclus and Togekiss, and um, Togekiss I don't believe wants to take a lot of like two returns. I don't think. Um, and Ice Punch could hit the Togekiss pretty hard. Ice Punch is there just to hit the Haxorus as hard as well, and I might bring Quick Attack. I might switch that to Quick Attack because Ice Punch is alright this match. It isn't exactly the best, but that's my set. It outspeeds everything except for Scarfers and Electrode. So Dexmon. Dexmon is Sceptile. Shamrock make its debut. 248 HP, 252 attack, 8 defense. Adamant nature with Sword Stance, Acrobatics, Leaf Blade, Rock Slide, Red Card, and Unburden. So my plan was this with this mon is to bring it in, get a red card switch, maybe off of a Doug Trio, which could be really good, or like a Shuckle, and click Sword Stance, getting the Unburden boost, outspeeding everything on his team except for Scarf, Electrode, and that does a pretty good chunk to his entire team. Acrobatics could hit things like the Shuckle pretty hard. Can hit things like can just hit things really hard because now it's not a 60. I believe it's 65 base. Um, or 60, it doubles because I don't have an item anymore. Leaf Blade hits really hard against like mons like Vaporeon, Doug Trio. It can hit the Shuckle pretty hard. Acrobatics can also hit. Well, and then there's like Rock Slide hits like Togekiss, which Acrobatics and Leaf Blade can't hit. Rock Slide hits the Shuckle really hard, I believe. Um, so that's my set. I might change it a little bit just to make sure I outspeed Haxorus at just base speed, I believe. Because I'm not, I forgot, I don't think I checked it. But I didn't run any speed because once I'm unburdened, I outspeed everything on this team. But I should probably change it so maybe have a little more speed just to outspeed Haxorus at no speed at Jolly 252 with no boost yet. So I might change that. Um, Next mon, Slurpuff, the Cotton Candy. We're bringing the Belly Drum set with Unburden. So that's two set of sweepers. Um, yeah, Belly Drum, Play Rough, Return, Draining Punch, Citrus Berry, Unburden. This thing destroys this team. Um, there's not really anything that switches into it except for a Shuckle, which doesn't take two. I also would outspeed everything, so the only thing that I would be worried about is the Ditto and the Shuckle. This thing could probably set up on like mons like Togekiss, Vaporeon, Serena, definitely Electrode. I'm really thinking about trying. If he brings Electrode, I'm gonna try to set up on Electrode with this thing. This thing could also set up probably on Reuniclus depending on his set. Um, yeah, so this thing, Cotton Candy is really here. Just try to sweep or put a dentist to his team to allow my other mons to break through it. So that's Slurpuff, my Cotton Candy. Um, Next mon, Skarmory, Golden Bird, make his debut. 248 HP, 8 attack, 252 defense, Adamant with Toxic, Defog, Roost, Ironhead. So, looking at his team, I didn't really think Stealth Rocks were going to be that helpful. It just would wear down Togekiss, Shuckle, and Blasphemy. And he already has a Magic Bounce user, and has what's it called? Hazard removal and Togekiss and Serena already. Plus, he could always transform into my to Skarmory and just get quick defog. So defog. I originally had taunt instead of defog on this set to deal with Shuckle, but toxic defog Roost Ironhead. So I switched to the defog because I realized sticky webs could be really annoying for my team. As long as I don't want to deal with stealth rocks either. It's mostly for the sticky webs though, to get rid of sticky webs by and to- toxic just to be annoying. Just to let you know, toxic doesn't hit. If it bounces off Mega Sableye, it doesn't get onto me because I'm a steel type. Ironhead, just stab to weaken things. Hit Togekiss pretty hard. I believe Skarmory can Roostall the Haxorus depending on his set. I also have other mons to deal with Haxorus if he gets too much. I could always just like switch into Megalopony with Fake Out and get if it has toxic. If it's toxic, I could just Fake Out and just keep stalling that thing out. So, um, this thing deals with almost all of its physical mons in Serena, um, with Haxorus, uh, and Alolan Duck Trio and Sableye as well. It deals with pretty much all of them. So I thought it had to be a must bring. And for a Monix, I was thinking about switching something for Whirlwind to deal with the Haxorus, but I don't think I could afford that with like hazards and just I want Toxic to wear things down like the Vaporeon and the Shuckle. So that's Skarmory the Golden Bird. Next mon, Milotic, Sakura, 248 HP, 20 defense, 240 special defense, modest with Dragon Tail, recover, Toxic Scald. So looking at the set, I'm either bringing this set or I'm going to switch it to a competitive set. because he has sticky webs. Competitive with Scald, HP, either HP Grass or HP Electric, which looking at his team, HP, I believe HP Electric would be better. Yeah, I think HP Electric would be better. Toxic Scald. So if the competitive comes, I'll probably bring 3 moves recover. With like Ice Beam, Scald, HP Grass slash Electric, and recover. With this set, I bring it. I have Dragon Tail to just knock things around and knock around like Shuckle if he has like the Contra Shell Smash. Um, Knock things around like the Mega Sableye, thinking it's gonna come in on a Toxic and just get more chip damage on it. Uh, Scald hits things pretty well. Can get the burn on like the mons like Haxorus, and Toxic is for the Vaporeon because Vaporeon's probably going to be switching to Milotic, so Toxic's there to hopefully predict that. Um, if it gets bounced back onto my Milotic, it could be really annoying by Mega Sableye because spoiler, I did not bring any sort of cleric this week. Slurpuff is usually my best cleric, but it's currently trying to set up. So that's Sakura. And my last mon, I couldn't really decide for this last mon for a while. I was deciding between Nidoqueen, Delamise, and Hoopa Unbound. I was thinking Delamise because of hazard removal, but I decided to switch Skarmory to Defog, so I'm not bringing Rapid Spin Delamise, which would have been really annoying to deal with against Mega Sableye because he could just switch that in and it moves pretty well because I can't really click Gyro Ball on it, and it could just Will-O-Wisp me, and I can't click my Ghost moves because it's not super effective against Mega Sableye, so. And he has Dark and Ghost type stab to hit my Delamise, so that could be really annoying. So I decided not to go with that. So it was either Nidoqueen or Hoopa Unbound, and I realized I needed something better to deal with the Reuniclus. So seeing that, I decided to bring Hoopa Unbound, Trick, Dark Pulse, Nasty Pot skill swap with 104 defense, 252 special attack, 152 speed. Oops, it's a mistype. With modest nature, Choice Scarf Magician. So basically, my thing is I could trick the Reuniclus if he tries to set up on me. And once I get the scarf off, Mega Sableye when it comes in, I could skill swap that, get the Magic Bounce, or I could skill swap with the Blastoline, get the Beast Boost, and start clicking Nasty Pot and just start sweeping. The only mon that really stops this mon is the Togekiss if I get it right. And maybe Infestation, Shuckle, but that I don't know how much that does because Hoop Unbound actually has a pretty good special defense. So, and Ditto could probably stop this thing, but really realistically, this mon is really here to stop some of his sweepers and just be annoying to like mons like Mega Sableye. Nasty Pot, I decided to bring Nasty Pot in because if he decides to bring in Ditto and try to switch into this and copy my thing, I didn't want to bring Psychic coverage to deal with to hit Mega Lopunny, and I can't hit Sableye with Psychic. So as I trick the Reuniclus, I can start setting up on it, and because he'd probably be tricked into like Calm Mind or like a Recover, which could be really good. So I could just set up Nasty Pots all over that thing's face and just try to sweep from there. Really, the Haxorus, well, there's some mons that could give it a problem if once the scarf is off of it, because with the scarf I outspeed everything except for Electrode, I believe, but that's because Electrode is just insanely fast. I don't think I should probably try to outspeed that. I believe I put enough speed to outspeed everything with the scarf and to outspeed all the mons that are slower than Hoopa Unbound without a scarf, I believe. except for Serena. There's a lot of mons that I just like outspend my hoop unbound, but there's a lot of mons that underspend it. His speed tiers weren't that good, but they just the speed tiering around a hoop unbound was pretty decent. So that's my squad for this week. Hopefully we could come out with a win. And Bash out.